Bigger than a hell rain, things like who hurt on the decks. Glover hold the court and give the chief no suspect. Politics in the mix, like Gumbo Stewart Rich. Spinning tales from Black Wall Street, real life's the pitch. Donnie Glover Show, read more news. Donnie Glover Show, read more news.
Welcome to BeMoreNews.com, the news before the news, where we uncover the truth. How you doing, man?
Man, feeling well, man.
What's your name?
My name is Cardi Cornish.
And you a legend?
I'm a legend.
You're a legend here in Baltimore City. Where we at right now?
We live in the 17, Pennsylvania Avenue. The legendary Pennsylvania Avenue.
Man, the last time I saw you here, you were doing something just across the street here. What were you doing?
Oh yeah, I had some food left over from an event. We brung it out. We fed a couple of people, man.
Why you do that?
Nice soul food.
Why you do that?
Man, the love that God has shown me in Christ, man, it overflows. That's how it overflows.
Yes, sir.
We got more than we can use. We got more than we can handle ourselves. We try to let it flow. Let it flow to the next person.
Yeah. We're proud of you, man.
Thank you.
And we're proud of your son.
Thank you.
You're watching BeMoreNews.com, the news before the news, where we uncover the truth.
Business six hotter than lava. Got that Midas touch. Stocks and blocks teaching youngins how to clutch. Ears to the concrete, finger on the pulse, dropping wisdom like Hova. Each word a joke. Donnie Glover Show, be more news. 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 Walls painted black, history on lock. Blast off from Tulsa, rebirth like a clock. Markets rising from ashes to gains. Donnie the narrator, truth runs in veins. Donnie Glover Show, be more news. Donnie Glover Show, be more news. Donnie Glover Show, be more news. Donnie Glover Show, be more news.
Top of the morning to you. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. First name's Doni, last name's Glover. In it to win it for the long haul, baby. What's up, Renny?
Oh, man, all is well, man. We are here. We are alive and kicking. Give thanks.
Give thanks. We got Sean Gardner on the line.
Assalamu alaikum, Sean Gardner.
What's going on? What's going on? What's going on, bro?
Ain't nothing too much, man.
Yeah, man, it's a beautiful day, man. We all woke up.
Give thanks. Give thanks.
We all woke up this morning. Give thanks.
Absolutely. Not only did we wake up, we woke up with our conscious minds.
If somebody didn't wake up this morning.
A brother called me last week, right? And he told me he was enjoying the trees, the wind blowing the trees. And he was like, man, it's just a beautiful thing. And I was like, wow, I never thought about that. He said, you ain't do 33 years and 9 months in jail neither. I said, you're absolutely right. We give thanks for everything.
Absolutely.
So America has 5% of the world's population. But did we know that America incarcerates at a higher rate than any country on earth? We got more people incarcerated in China. Damn near. In China, what, 1.3 billion people? We 400 million. And I tell you else, America lock up more black people than anybody, except England, the United Kingdom.
Same thing.
They got the highest rates when it comes to black people.
Same difference. America, England, same thing. You know, it's the European power system that we talking about. And you can place it in any country, and it's going to get the same results because they don't see people as humans; they see them as numbers.
Oh, they see us as humans. I think it's mostly out of fear.
I don't think so. Well, let me just say that I don't see them as human.
Nah, you got too much argument here.
Yeah, I don't. Anybody who do the things that have been done over the last 400, 500 years, man, you have to question history. First you have to know it, then you have to question the mentality of the people who would inflict such a thing on people. Same thing going on in Gaza right now.
Sean, this week, I'm walking down Winchester to Fremont. I live in Carrollton and Winchester. I'm walking down one block. A white lady, now she had to be about my age. She's about 60, and she's riding on a kiddie bike. This is Sandtown. And she asked me for a cigarette. She asked me for a cigarette
On a kiddie bike.
on a kiddie bike, and she asked me for a cigarette. That's how this community has changed.
It was Sandtown.
Yeah, now Sandtown, Pigtown.
Right. It was Sandtown. Things will never be the same.
You have never seen that in your life. White people paneling in the hood, Pennsylvania Avenue. They don't care.
They're the Marines.
Renny said they the Marines, the first wave.
The first wave to come to clear the space.
When Freddie Gray first happened in 2015, we started seeing the police not saying anything to the white addicts. They used to G-check them right on the avenue. Now, we got poor white people living as squatters, living in vacants. Some people say living in a dumpster.
I will tell you this, and your neighbors, start scouting for new places to live.
You see, I was thinking something totally different.
Everything is a trend, man. Everything is a trend. Once one thing happens, there's gonna be 2, 3, 4, 5, and it's gonna keep going. That's all.
Well, but here's the thing, Sean.
Another 5 years.
Go ahead.
Go ahead, my bad.
No, go ahead. Number 5 years.
Okay, another 5 years, everything gonna be changed. Just like you said, it's gonna be Big Town instead of Sandtown.
Don, you said you were thinking different. What was you thinking?
Biggie Smalls had a song said, "Find yourself tied up in a Brooklyn basement."
Yeah. Yeah, you gonna need bigger than a Brooklyn basement. You're gonna need one of them old school basements. You need a lot of space because they're gonna be coming in droves.
You know, Sean, you can't get a sister to move to Sandtown, but the white girls moving to Sandtown deep.
Right.
Sister want to move to Owens Mills, Hartford County.
They want to move away from the root.
Yeah.
That's what they designed. They want to change Baltimore. That's why they want to tore down the project.
Yeah.
Everybody have vouchers in all the counties.
That's right. Tell you something else we got, Sean. We got bike lanes now.
Oh yeah.
North Avenue is a single lane. If you go from Northern Park to Walbrook Junction, it's pretty much one lane traffic. Is that right, Renny? From Northern Mount Royal all the way to Walbrook Junction, it's one lane.
Yeah, that. You know what that is? That's not to keep us off of North Avenue. North Avenue is changing. North Avenue is changing. North Avenue is not ours no more. It don't belong to us no more.
So ain't too much too much traffic at the stores, huh?
No, not at all.
Ain't getting that much traffic.
Yeah, I have a business on North Avenue. I have a shopping center on North Avenue. That don't help me at all. But I wasn't asked it, I wasn't in the conversation when they were talking about doing it. They never reached out to me. I never got an invite to the conversation about changing North Avenue to 1 lane.
Tell you another place, Sean. Jihad just joined us. Welcome, Jihad. Good morning.
Good morning, Donnie. How y'all gentlemen doing this morning?
Gordon's Falls Parkway got 1 lane traffic too.
Good morning, Jihad.
Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum salam up to barakatuh. Yeah, these systems that's being put in place, Donnie, they're not being put in place to better the life of the average black person. You see the bike lanes popping up?
Renny, we were just talking about systems. It's all about systems. We were just talking about that, Renny.
Absolutely. We got to build our own system.
It ain't about talking. It's about, we got to do systems. They do systems. We have to do systems. Systems to better our youth. Systems to better ourselves. It's all a system.
Kyoba Business Venture is a system. Kyoba Business Venture is a system. It's not, a lot of people think it's a company. It's not a company, it's a system.
Right.
And that's what we need more of. We need systems, things that we can, put in place and show our people, has beneficial to them. Because a lot of times you have systems in place, you have things in place, our people don't trust it, and I don't blame them. Because a lot of people who look like us come to our community to take advantage of us.
You see that Bill Gates talking about giving all his money back before he died to stop poverty?
I don't trust him.
I heard that. I heard what you said. If he knew exactly when he was going to die,
that's the amazing
I could believe him.
Exactly.
But since he don't, he could give the money away now.
Exactly. Just words.
You ever heard of Planned Parenthood?
Yes, I have. There's one on the corner across the street. They my neighbors.
Planned Parenthood was founded by this woman, a white woman named Margaret Sanger. Sanger. You should Google the picture of Margaret Sanger and the KKK. Margaret Sanger learned under this scientist named Charles Galton. Charles Galton was the cousin to Charles Darwin. And they are the people that came up with this survival of the fittest thing. And they also came up with this system called eugenics, where they tried to create a master race. That's what Jesse Owens went over there to Germany and whipped all of them. They wanted to come up with the master race. If you notice, Sean, did you know that they sell melanin in a bottle now?
They sell what?
Melanin, what makes us black. They sell it in a bottle.
Oh yeah.
Melanin, yeah.
So where they getting it from?
That's a great question.
Watch yourself around John Hopkins.
They sell melanin in a bottle. One could argue they got it from people like Henrietta Lacks. She had these self-rejuvenating cells that Johns Hopkins stole, and they've made billions, if not $1 trillion, off of her cells.
Right.
The question is, right? What did you say, Goo?
I think I seen that lawsuit. I think they gave her family. They gave her family some money for it.
Yeah, they playing with them people. They owe them a lot more money. Ben Crump, they got Ben Crump as a lawyer now, so they're making progress. I'll tell you something else. No lawyer in Baltimore had enough courage to take the case.
Right.
The question is this, Mr. Glover. With all the knowledge, the money, and how far we've come, as a people, right? Why are we still having the same conversations that our great grandfathers and grandfathers and fathers had at the same tables over the last 200 years?
Because we're outnumbered.
Are we really?
Well, once we take over the TV station, then we can tell the story differently.
Yeah, because I don't know. I mean, it could be, but I don't know. I think that the numbers could be obscured to keep us in check.
I think we got on the same page. It's about being on the same page and unity.
Tell you something else. Good white people gonna have to step up.
All the distractions.
Sean, good white people gonna have to step up.
Good white people afraid just like black people.
Ain't no time to be afraid. Because if we don't G-check this orange dude, it ain't gonna be no America.
Pretty much.
But if you know, I'm not sure of the numbers on this, right? But we might have enough good white folks that's fighting for us than we have our own people. Because a lot of us don't understand that we are in a fight. And a lot of us don't want the fight to change because of the power structure, how we live. There's a lot of people living in America that don't want things to change. They are satisfied with the status quo. They're comfortable.
Yeah, comfortability.
Oh, you mean
And
the
change
people
is
that
uncertain
say,
to them.
is we sick today, massa? You mean them people?
Absolutely. You got them people, and then you got the unconscious people that just living their life, man, don't care. You know, they're not focused. And they just don't care. And they ain't conscious. They more dangerous than the Ku Klux Klan member. You know what they're going to do. You know what the Klan's going to do. You see them coming, you know they're your enemies, and you know you have to fight. These brothers come up here, they smile and, you know, make you feel good. And the first punch might not happen for 5 years.
Well, we got to take them out back with them crooked preachers and anybody else that's been an enemy to the people. We got to take them out back.
That's right, them shiny shoes. Them guys with the shiny shoes on.
I had this quote. Don't follow the path, create your own trail, man. You got to create our own trail. A lot of people following the path that they seen years before, decades before. But now we need to make our own trail, man. While I was having this conversation, starting the trail.
And we got to get back to our basics, man. We done watch the internet. Sean, they got a dance. If I see this dance one more time, I think damn
Where
boots on the ground. You know, we need boots on the ground at the damn library. We got kids that cannot read. But we want to take a fan and a DJ. You know, sometimes I get mad at us, man, because Jihad, we fall for some of the dumbest stuff. And they got a little girl, a 3-year-old little girl, and she's a national hero because she know how to do a grown person's dance.
I was just talking to Renny about a new TikTok challenge they got. All the kids bringing their Chrome notebooks. It's a TikTok challenge. They blowing up their Chrome notebook, posting it online. That's a trend. That's a new challenge. Who can break the notebook that they got for school?
Makes no sense.
They gave you to learn, bro.
Makes absolutely no sense. Yeah, in many ways, we're going backwards. Harriet Tubman and Dr. King and Malcolm X, they would be ashamed of us. Yeah, they got this TikTok, they got this little dance, and the whole damn country doing it. Boots on the ground. Then they got these fans they shaking. But don't nobody want to go to a PTA meeting. That's what we need, boots on the ground, Renny, at the PTA meeting. Owens Mills.
Look, I met with a school Callaway, last week. They try and figure out how they can get I met with a parent. I just ain't out of school. I met with a parent to go their kids go to Callaway, and they trying to figure out how to get a library and get some resources to the school. And I said, well, why don't we go to the PTA? And they were like, ain't no PTA. And I'm like, well, that's the first start, is to start a PTA.
Down my player, welcome to the show. You muted, brother. You muted.
Oh, assalamu alaikum, how the brothers?
Alaikum salam, up to law.
And
We talking about the boots on the ground.
yeah, I'm in the process. I just got to call one of my teachers. Y'all better get to class. One of my teachers got a little issue. I'm ready to go to school, but so y'all bear with me. How the brothers doing this morning, man?
We're good, bro. We're good.
Yes, sir. Absolutely. Well, let's go. Let's go. Sound like go.
Yes.
Okay, how the brother? Yes, sir. I'm doing great, big brother. I ain't really got nothing to complain about. The brother ain't never got nothing to complain about. Yes, sir. It's coming. Absolutely, it's coming. The work is being done right now. The work is being done. How the brother down there?
Delma.
Yes, sir.
Can you hear him okay? Go ahead, Sean. So Delma, we're talking about a few things. One, I'm gonna put that on me for a second. We're talking about what's changing in the community. So up there in North and Mount Royal, where people used to sell bean pies, now got white addicts up there. They used to complain about the squeegee kids. Mayor Brandon Scott done what no man has ever done. But Fox now won't talk about these white addicts up in the hood. One day I went outside, Delmar. My dog was barking. It was a white woman on her belly crawling down the street. Apparently she pawned her wheelchair and the dope man kept it because she was coming back on her belly. She had one foot cut off, so she was an amputee. My neighbor brought her some shoes and some water. But this neighborhood has changed. Sandtown is now Pigtown. We got bike lanes. But the sister want to move to Owens Mills. She don't want to move to Sandtown, but the white girl moved to Sandtown. And last but not least, everybody's going viral with this dance led by a 3-year-old little girl, boots on the ground. We need boots on the ground in the PTA meeting. Renny said nobody go to the PTA meeting. There you have it, Delmar.
Yeah, so I think first I like to, as always, start in the name of the Lord of His mercy. I like to give honor and praise to the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan under the teachings and guidance of the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad. And I'd like to salute my brother Captain Andrew Muhammad and my Imam, Brother Salam. Saluting them brothers and my lieutenants and brothers. What I think we're seeing is a paradigm shift. So I feel like, a lot of the scripture, a lot of time we taught about the scripture being history, really is prophecy. I think we're seeing the first becoming last and the last becoming first. But I also think, that you're seeing that the poor and disenfranchised, you're really starting to see it on multiple levels. So nobody never really want to talk about, like how you say, like, the squeegee kids, squeegee little brother, them little brothers has been replaced by homelessness. You know what I'm saying? So you start to see a lot that was taking place in other countries. Like it's almost every corner you're gonna see a homeless person. And it's like now what used to be what people considered to be like sacred ground in like these different counties, Randall Towns and Orange Mills and all that, they are shifting the poor, disenfranchised, and especially the black community into those neighborhoods with different vouchers and things that they have came up with, because they are in process. And like you talk about those bike lanes, that's when you know things have changed. They are in the process of taking back what they believe to be theirs, and that is the downtown area. And they didn't want it at first because you had like sewage and power plants and this thing, and they didn't have the stuff that could control that smell. But now that they have figured out how to control these different smells, they want these waterfronts back for tourism, and stuff like that, so they can begin to make this money. So they can begin to make this money again off these different areas and locations. So like you said, it seems now like, you just, because we never really see ahead. So all you see now is just, like you said, you see a couple people of different races, specifically Caucasian, walking around the neighborhood and black neighborhoods and same kind of stuff that you would never see 20 or 30 years ago, and it looks like it's nothing. And then you see the bums, that you see what they consider to be the hoes. I don't mean to call them bums, laying around, but all that is, that's a ploy to help you get out. And then once the environment change, then they're gonna go back in, clean that up, clean them up, get them the resources and build them back up and turn that into a whole new community. And before you know it, that whole area that now looks like what they call the quote unquote ghettos, slums, the bad neighbor, red line and all that stuff. We don't even live there no more. Our people don't even live there no more. We have been forced out through gentrification and stuff like that.
It's hard to hear.
So that's what I see. It's hard to hear.
Yeah, so I'm gonna put this out there. I'll put it on me for a minute, Delmont. When I seen white runners. I done seen white runners, Renny.
Right.
The day I see a white boy with a package on the avenue, that'll be the day things change.
Well, it won't be long. Delroy just hit it right on the. This is systematic, man. They have tried it and proved it all around the country. It's just happening in Baltimore. We get to see it up close, in person. But this ain't nothing new. This is not nothing new. So I don't want to make this seem like this is something that they, a brand new system, a brand new thing that they're doing. This has been happening since I can remember. They target the area, they let it run down cheap, they buy it back cheap, and then they build it back nice. And then the taxes go so high that we can't even afford to live there no more. But the thing is, you understand, we saying they and us, they are concentrated, even though they're not all together connected, they are concentrated on one thing that's getting us out the way. We divided, we all over the place. And until we come together, and not all of us, because we never gonna have all of us together, but until we get a mob that's pissed off and ready and willing to lose it, ain't nothing gonna change. Well, it's gonna be a lot of change, but it's not gonna be in our favor.
This is where one thing that I wish we would get better at. If we don't want grandma's house, to sell it. If we don't want grandma's house, if we're not gonna fix it up, just sell it. Jihad, what you think about that?
That's a start, but a lot of us don't understand the value of the property. So before they do that, they'd be like, try to get rid of it for whatever. Not realizing there's people out here that understand the value of property and gonna make more money off of it, which will be a white person or of another color in our community getting the property.
There are black people that will buy them properties, including black people in DC. They see Baltimore as easy money.
But just know they not connected. They part of that power struggle that don't want things to change. So they not coming to Baltimore, to enhance our community. They coming to Baltimore to change our community with us being kicked out.
Sean, what do you think?
Let me jump for 1 second. I'm gonna tap right back in. So I gotta hold on. I have to jump over.
Sean will call back in a second. It we don't want to buy grandma's house. We don't want to fix it up. But somebody else will.
Yeah, it's just a large scale of ignorance, man. And it's not, we're not dumb, we're not stupid, we're just ignorant to certain things that we don't understand. And the ones who do understand it, they gatekeep it. They keep the information for themselves. And again, I go back to the point that we gotta understand. All of us don't want change. It's not like all black people are pushing for change.
Renny, I didn't mention this. We got a new cat in the Maryland legislature, Sean Stinnett.
Yeah, Sean is still he's a solid guy, man. He, you know, I don't know how he do as a legislator, but I know as a person, he's a good person and a solid guy.
You are in the 41st up there, right?
Absolutely.
Wow.
So I'm proud that he there. Not only am I glad, I'm proud that he there.
You got a Jewish state senator. You could have had a black state senator, but instead of the ball going from Joe Carter to Malcolm Ruff, it went from Joe Carter to Dahlia Attar, who is not black.
Yeah, I mean, same old, same old. Not us not understanding.
We fumbled the ball.
Well,
We
I don't
always
think so.
fumble the ball.
We got the results of the fumble ball. We got the results of the fumble ball, but the ball wasn't fumbled. The ball was passed to her.
Oh.
It wasn't fumbled. It was passed to her.
You mean that it was intended for the Jewish lady to get the Senate seat in the black district?
Well, you had a black delegate that was that's an attorney that's articulate to have the experience that's been a delegate. Why didn't he get the opportunity? Tell me why not?
Somebody didn't count the votes. The Jews counted the votes. The blacks did not count the votes. So you got a Jewish state senator in a majority black district. You know, Lisa Gladden beat Barbara Hoffman to get that seat. They passed the ball to Joe Carter. And Joe Carter gets his appointment. The next thing you know, poof, the magic dragon.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not shocked though, Donnie. I am not shocked.
I'm thoroughly disappointed.
Definitely disappointed, but not shocked.
All of them black homeowners, and I tell you something else. Hey, Sean, on Liberty Road, they got the potential to choose a second black council person. They also got a chance to choose the first black county executive for Baltimore County. That's going to be a fight. You got Julian Jones going against Izzy Patoka. Izzy Patoka. Hey, Delmar, what them black people going to do on Liberty Road, man? We need to get some bean pies. We need to get some bean pies out Liberty Road. And how y'all let them take North and Mount Royal from y'all, man? The white addicts and took over North and Mount Royal, man.
No, they well, it ain't well, it's, of course you know. Oh, can you hear me now?
Yeah, you loud.
And I said, of course, you know, we own our entire planet Earth, so you know we don't really claim like no particular area or neighborhood. But yeah, the brother's still there. You know what I'm saying?
Delmont, I'm intimidated when I come to North and Mount Royal and these people are approaching my car. I feel threatened for my life.
Yeah, what I'm saying, that's all a part of the plan. That's all a part of the plot to get you to move out of your neighborhood, to move out into these counties as they begin and continue to gentrify the neighborhoods, so they can control those particular areas because they are part of the real estate that they want when it comes to dealing with what it is that they're trying to do in the future. And that is to control the downtown Baltimore area for tourists and for money purposes.
Delmont, this is what I tell them. Hey, Sean, this is what I tell them when they come up to the car. Step away from the vehicle.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, I understand that. But yeah, just we just gotta begin to like invest in ourselves and invest in one another. You know, that's the one thing that we don't do as a people, whether it be especially as black people, we just don't invest in each other, and we don't invest in ourselves. We spend our money with everybody else but ourselves. We don't believe that even when you consider certain things. I can stand out there one time, we could come out, we would come out, papers, pies, and they move. Now everybody want to buy from somebody else. That whatever somebody tell us is the good thing, whether it be good for us or bad, that's what we go spend our money on. And that's something that we got to get away from. And not saying that everything that somebody tell us is good for us is not good for us in one sense or another, but we do have to get back to the black dollar circulating the black community and being beneficial to the black community more than 12, 13 hours. The minute we get our money, we run to everybody else and spend it with them. We don't spend it with each other, and that's why we don't really have nothing or own nothing in our own community. Everybody got stores in our community, 20 plus bars in a 3-mile radius. You're not going nowhere else to see that.
Sean Gardner, you got the floor, partner.
It was breaking up the whole time. I couldn't even really hear y'all.
He was saying that we got to take charge of our neighborhoods.
Oh, yeah. Basically, like they were trying to do the challenge like a couple months back. I think a whole day we supposed to all buy black. I heard it when it started, but I never heard the outcome of like how it turned out. When everybody was just supposed to stick together. Like they the challenges that we need to put on TikTok. We need to have everybody do a challenge, them go and buy something black or support somebody of the same color. That's what we need to do.
There's a lady on social media. There's a lady on social media named Maggie Anderson, and for 20 years she's been showing people how to live and buy all black all day. Maggie Anderson.
It's a lot of people in the struggle, man. There's a lot of people fighting. There's a lot of people in the...
Sean said we need those kinds of challenges on TikTok.
I agree with what Sean is saying, but we also need to support what the brother was just saying, support each other. We need to talk about May the 24th, Behind the Wall Mentoring, having an event at the Downtown Cultural Arts Center, free for the youth, mentoring, have entertainment for the youth, food for the youth. So, it's a lot of people in the struggle. There's a lot of people doing a lot of great things, and we need to try to tie them together. So the one thing that's important that what we can do is we can support this event from Behind the Wall Mentoring, May the 24th, 3 to 7 at the Downtown Cultural Arts Center.
Renny, you supposed to send me the flyer.
Okay, I will send it to you. Matter of fact, Jihad, send it, or you can send it straight to Doni, or you can send it to me.
I'm gonna send it to Doni. I'm gonna send it to Doni in a few seconds. As soon as I pull over, you got that coming.
Yeah, but
Sean,
it's important.
Sean said there's an Eventbrite.
Plus, you also yes, it is.
Yeah, we got the.
You also forgot to mention
a couple good men. Formerly incarcerated men, and currently incarcerated men that really want to speak to the youth, just to let them know what road they going down, and just tell them like the hardship we put on our family, friends, in the community. We trying to give them the realness or where they going at, man. And we just trying to invest in the youth. That's the whole thing. We want everybody, if you got any resources for the youth, you can come out, have your resources. Everybody coming together for this event. We don't care what you doing. As long as it's to invest in the youth, that's what we want to do.
Come on, Jihad.
I also wanted to mention that we're going to have resource bags of different resources for the youths to be able to assist them with in any manner at the event that we give them. So it's a free event. All moms, all teachers, all PRPs, anybody that have any involvement with kids, we would love for you to come to the event.
Where's it going to be, Jihad?
at the Downtown Cultural Arts Center, May 24th, from 3 to 7.
You know the Eventbrite link?
A free event.
41 North House.
Wait a minute.
Okay, 401 North Howard Street. He gonna get the Eventbrite name so we can put it out there.
It's at our house, Donnie. That's where it's going to be, at our house.
What's the name of it?
The Downtown Cultural Arts Center. It's
So
where we live. It's our house.
What's the name of the event?
BTW Mentors, Words of Realness. Youth Mentor Function.
Okay, BTW Real to
Mentor.
Real?
Mentor. No, BTW Mentors.
BTW
Words
Mentor.
of Realness.
Words to realness.
Realness. Youth. Yeah, Words of Realness. Youth Mentor Function. The target group is 10 to 25. Free event, free food, entertainment. We even got raffle prizes. First place, second place, and third place. Once you enter the event, get a raffle ticket, and then at the end it's gonna be prizes donated by one of our organizations, one of our sponsors.
Wow. Renny, what do you think? Making progress?
I think we're making progress. I think it's slowly but surely, because when you look at brothers like Mr. Garden and Sean Garden and the work that he's doing with the behind the wall mentoring,
He broke up. Come on, Delmont. I think everybody having some Wi-Fi challenges today. Then left us here. We just.
oh damn, I missed him.
What's that, Renny?
That was my nephew calling from the jail. I was trying to link him into the conversation.
All right, so bring it on home for us, Renny.
Well, I think that first and foremost, we need to put all our energy behind supporting this event, behind the wall mentor on the 24th, because this is for our youth. We keep talking about what we need to do for the youth. We're doing something for the youth. Let's support it. You know, let's find other people who are doing things for the youth and let's support them as well. I had a brother talking to me about starting an organization yesterday. He wants to start an organization. I said, there's a lot of organizations out here that could use your energy, your time and energy to help them. So I think that we need to stay the course. It's a lot of work that need to be done. Every day is a different challenge. And I think we need to get out and just start having conversation with each other, with people, man. Just start having conversation. See where people was at. Because a lot of times we speak for people and we don't speak to them.
Sean, I'll tell you something else that we haven't really talked since the Freddie Gray 10-year anniversary. Any thoughts on 10 years past Freddie Gray from your perspective?
Ain't nothing really changed. Ain't nothing really changed. They're just disguising it better, that's all. That's what I think.
10 years ago, April 27th was one of the ugliest days ever in Baltimore. Now, I will tell you, Sean, that Senator Antonio Hayes has brought about $45 million to West North Avenue.
Give thanks for Senator Hayes, man. He's a great dude. Doing big things for our community. Real quiet, too.
Wow, that's huge. Renny, you don't give no politician props.
Yeah, I don't, but Antonio Hayes, he a stand-up solid guy, man. He really is. Everything he say he gonna do, he do. And he really cares. He's from the community.
He's from White Lock and Francis Street.
Absolutely. And you know what, Donnie? He act like he is from there.
He's not ashamed of it.
Yeah, he's not ashamed of it. Not in negative a way, but in a proud.
Yeah, That's positive, Sean. He's from the community and he's not afraid of the community. Sean, we didn't have politicians represent us who would never walk down North Avenue because they are not familiar with that.
Right.
If somebody called me, I missed something.
Renny, you need a backup phone. That way you got a phone, you can just stay on the show, and then your other phone.
I'm looking for it. I'm looking for it in my house. I can't find it.
He got like 20 phones. He got shoe phones, all kinds of phones.
I got two I can't find right now. I'm looking for. But listen, Donnie, I'd be remiss if I didn't mention this. We bring in, you can Google this guy, Dwayne Williams from Houston. We bringing him to Baltimore on the 19th, the 20th, and the 21st at the Downtown Cultural Arts Center. He's a business guru and a tax guru, and he teach people how to structure their business properly, and also forge relationships with banks, how to do it properly. And he'll be in Baltimore on the 20th. You can Google him, Dwayne Williams, and he got a lot of work on TikTok. Check him out and come check him out on the 19th, the 20th, and 21st of June at the Downtown Cultural Arts Center. This is a major event, man. This is real major for what he's bringing and what he's capable of teaching us. Because I've been in business for 40 years and he taught me a lot, structurally wise. So I think it's something that and Donnie, we'll be back in contact with you as we push this forward. But I just want people to understand what's happening and check them out. Dwayne Williams out of Houston, Legacy Builders.
You got the floor, Sean.
I said that's what we need in Baltimore right now. Like events like this. Like they go to other events, but they don't go to events that they're gonna learn from. You need to be in the room where you're gonna learn something.
Jihad, you've been patient. You got your thoughts?
Man, I've been listening patiently to y'all, man. Y'all doing a wonderful job. You know, my job consists of so much. I was running around trying to get these flyers for this event that we got May 24th. So I'm doing everything, trying to get the banners, trying to, get these flyers out here to everybody, trying to spread this word so that May 24th event be amazing.
Okay, Delmont, you got the floor. Delmont, you got the floor. I think Delmont figured it out.
Can you hear me
You got
now?
the floor, Delmont.
All right. Yeah, I'm still, I don't know what's going on. But yeah, Joe, like the brother said, May 24th, we just trying to, get people to come out and invest in something that's really going to give back to you. And that's our future. A lot of times we make bad investments in life. You know what I'm saying? We make bad investments in life. We invest in all the things that don't mean nothing, that don't give us nothing back. We invest in all the latest clothes, all the latest music, all the latest movies, and they don't give you nothing back. So now we asking everybody to come out and help us build the community one brick by brick, one youth at a time, so we can build this thing up beyond the walls and from behind the walls. So, yeah, that's what we asking everybody to do, to come out and support us. Give me 1 second, bro. How the brother? Alaikum assalam. How you doing? You all right? All right, champ. Yeah, so that's what we asking everybody to do. Come out and build, help us build this thing back up. I got to get ready to jump because I'm back on the floor. We're doing testing today.
Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum, good brother. Keep up the good work, man. We proud of you, bro.
I'm proud of you, bro, man.
Love you, bro.
You're doing an amazing job, good brother. Continue to do your good work.
Yes.
All right, love y'all.
He come from around the kids. He want them every day.
And Donnie, big shout out to Be More News, man, because we need more platforms, man, to be able to have conversation and spread information. And as you say, we get the money, get the TV show, we can change the situation that's happening in our communities, because the media is major. The media is major. People don't understand how major the media is. They can put out what they want to put out and have people thinking about what they want people to think about.
Yeah, this president want to control the media.
And what's the price tag on? What's the price tag on?
Courage, just a little bit of courage. That's the only cost, a little bit of courage. They think they can intimidate us out of the picture. There's some people in the media, oh, you can't say this, you can't do this. I don't live in fear. On North Avenue, you had to face your demons, you had to face your enemy. And that's the thing about this president. He wouldn't bust a grape in a fruit fight, but he talked a lot of smack. Y'all raised me on North Avenue. You got to stand up, you got to back up your word. But these cats wouldn't bust a grape in a fruit fight. Matter of fact, Sean, this president went over there messing with Canada. That's like messing with the little special kid at the end of the block. It wasn't like he went down there and messed with Tough Tony. He went over there and messed with little nice kid, go to Sunday school and stuff. Who messes with Canada, Sean? And Canada clapped back on him yesterday. Like, come on with that dumb stuff. This man is problematic.
We appreciate you, Donnie, man. Definitely appreciate you for giving this opportunity to get on here, speak.
It's my job, Sean.
You're doing a wonderful job then.
It's your gift. It's your gift. Like I was saying, everybody got to tap into their gift and their purpose in life.
I went to Africa. They made us read this book by Rick Warren. It was called Purpose Driven Life. A lot of people are not happy out here because they're not doing what they were put here to do. When you find your purpose, they say it's 2 days, the day you were born and the day you find out why. And when we find out why we were born, what our purpose is, I think that's when we start to find some peace.
And that's when you start thinking more, start growing more, I think.
Yeah. When we realize it's not all about us.
I think some of the purpose of some of these politicians is get on my goddamn nerves.
And to call you up and ask you for money. But they call and ask for money, and that's when you got to say, all right, I got something for you, but I need you to handle A, B, and C.
Absolutely. And
Sean,
again, I go back
money.
to Antonio Hayes, because Antonio Hayes asks you what you need first. I never asked that brother, never asked me to donate to his campaign, ever. He have never asked me to donate to his campaign. I
bet you some of them other ones have.
Absolutely,
don't make me call their names. You know I don't like them, Renny.
Huh?
Don't make me call their names. I'm going to let you slide today. You know I don't like them.
Yeah, listen, I don't blame you. I don't blame you. If I had employees, they should be fired. If I was a painter and I had somebody that couldn't paint, I don't need them.
Or they get in there, Sean, and they think it's all about them. You look up, they got 1 million pictures on social media. But where's the work? And on that note, state senators, you got 47 state senators. You got 141 delegates in Maryland. They can give our people scholarships to go to college. The senators got money for college. The delegates got money for scholarships every year.
And bond bills.
And they got bond bills to grow your business, your nonprofit. The museums, the Walters Art Gallery, the Museum of Art, them white museums get big money. So we got to get big money also for our museums. Like the Reginald Lewis, like the Sankofa. Hey, Sean, did you know at Pimlico and Cold Spring, they got an African museum?
I just noticed that last week.
Pimlico and Cold Spring, an African museum. It will blow your mind.
Where is that?
Right there on the corner. Pimlico Road at Cold Spring.
Down from the ranch.
It's a little house. It's a little house.
It used to be
right.
a little house that they converted into a museum.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We had an event, the first.
Been there for a long time, too.
Yeah. Well, they made it look good.
I remember.
Yeah. All kinds of African masks, statues. They got the king's throne up in the joint. Mind blowing. Right there in the heart of the community, man.
It's really nice. It's really, really nice.
They walk right past. Right past.
Yep, if we didn't know it was there. Yeah. I got a phone call this week. I ain't gonna say the name, but it's the cat at Park Heights that's been scamming people. Scammer. And the people are about to bust his head because he took these people's money, claimed he gonna build some houses, and then he dipped off. He done gone ghost. And the streets is looking for him.
But they should look for him and they should bust his head.
To the white meat.
To the white meat. You mess with the bull, you get the horn.
And what I don't get is how dudes take money from women. Now, I know they do that on the West Coast. I know they got pimps out there. But when I can't owe no sister. People like Renny would smack me aside my head. You owe the sister? You ain't pay our money back?
That's foul, man.
That's real foul. That's funky foul. And not $100, not $500, up in the thousands. When I see a cat on TV, on court TV, and the sister had to take him there for $400, man, men, we got to do better. I tell you something else, Sean. I'm going to put this to you. I was on the phone last night, and the sisters get mad at us when we go with the white girl.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. I mean, this go back 200-300 years before we was born. But you let a cat make it to the NBA or the NFL, and they got a white girl on their wing. Them sisters ain't liking it, bro. They are deeply hurt by that.
Well, the sisters got to understand too. They got a role in this as well. They got to stop looking for the finished product and help the brothers build. Did you hear me?
Loud and clear.
Yeah, the sisters got a role in that up. They looking for the brother with the bag.
What'd you say, Sean?
I said they ready to cut me off. My time up. I definitely appreciate y'all, man, having discussion. I know y'all probably gonna be on in a couple more minutes, man. Y'all have a blessed day, man.
You made our day, Sean.
Stay motivated, man.
Peace and love, my brother.
Challenge today, man. Uplift somebody, man, that you think need uplift.
Absolutely. Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum, big brother Sean.
Love you, bro.
Well, gentlemen, I got to run myself.
Come on, Jihad. What's the final message, Jihad? Jihad gonna give us the final message.
Final message is keep holding on. We're going to continue to bring everything that we got. Be Behind the Wall Mentors, Downtown Cultural Arts Center, Caoba, and all the brothers that has been united with us. Doni Glover, I appreciate all that you do, the platform you're allowing us, my brother, as well. And thank you. Continue to doing your blessing and your work that you're doing in the community.
Yes, sir. Thank you, big brother. Appreciate you. We'll catch you next week.
Peace and love, my brother.
Yes, sir. Assalamu alaikum. Good morning, world.
Wa alaikum salam.